I gotta go with my boy Yusuke. So Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho or Attack on Titan?
Man, I'm shooting a video with official Jermaine, Rob. Damn, can't you see I'm busy? I still like Yu Yu Hakusho over AOT.
Yu Yu Hakusho or G Gundam?
Damn, that's like my favorite Gundam too. I still gotta go Yu Yu just because I like Yusuke more than Domon, the protagonist.
I understand that Yu Yu is him, but over G Gundam. I can do that. I wouldn't even be able to answer. I could be biased on G Gundam because it's my favorite.
Hakusho or Golden Kamuy?
Just because of recency bias, but I freaking love Golden Kamuy.
Golden Kamuy or Blood Blockade Battlefront?
Damn, now that's a fire show. It's kind of too random for me, but I loved it. The animation went crazy. The fights were awesome in that, but I just gotta stick with Golden Kamuy.
Golden Kamuy or Mob Psycho?
Man, I love the way they ended Mob Psycho. I have a feeling that the way they end Golden Kamuy might put it over for me, so I gotta stick with Golden Kamuy.
Golden Kamuy or Bleach?
I'm telling y'all, you guys have to watch Golden Kamuy. You please.
I knew he was going to pick Golden over Bleach. This guy is bugging. I love Bleach, and Bleach is in the top 3 for a reason of anime.
Golden Kamuy or Samurai Champloo?
I got it. Samurai Champloo is like my go-to anime.
Samurai Champloo or Cowboy Bebop?
Objectively, Cowboy Bebop is the better show, but Samurai Champloo is my personal favorite over Cowboy Bebop.
Samurai Champloo or Afro Samurai?
Ooh, damn, that's crazy. Man, you gotta give it up to Samuel Jackson for that 6-episode stint, but as much as I love Afro Samurai, I still gotta go with Samurai Champloo.
Samurai Champloo or One Piece?
Samurai Champloo.
Alright, this guy is off his rocker. I'm not even a One Piece fan, but Samurai Champloo sucks and shouldn't be compared to One Piece.
A little bit more of a Naruto fan than I am a One Piece fan.
Samurai Champloo or Naruto?
Samurai Champloo literally birthed like lo-fi hip-hop. I gotta pick Samurai Champloo over Naruto. As much as Naruto is my favorite of the big 3.
Samurai Champloo or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
FMAB is my #1 favorite show. It's like the perfect anime in my opinion. But it's tough for me to say that because I love Samurai Champloo, but I just think FMAB gives you everything in a 60-episode package. So FMAB.
Is FMAB one of the best anime out?
I think it stands the test of time. I think you can show anybody that show, even if they don't know anything about anime, you can show them Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and they'll get everything that we love about anime in one show in 60 episodes. It's got comedy, action, political strife, political conflict, racism. It tackles so many different issues while giving you like everything that you love about anime, the ridiculousness, the over-the-top action, the comedy, the lovable characters, and it just stands for so much.
Full Metal might be top 3 anime. Everyone talks about Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece, but Full Metal is up there.
Anime hot take.
Off the top of my head, I will have to say I have 2. First one is that I believe in order for Boruto to shine, they had to assassinate Naruto's character. What do I mean by that? Naruto, he grew up without his family. You know what I'm saying? He grew up with the absence of his own dad. And then that kind of pushed him to chase his goal of becoming Hokage, which he eventually does. Now, you are the Hokage. You have a family. You're the one ninja who can be everywhere at once, and you choose not to be with your son? It doesn't make sense. He chooses to be in the Hokage office to do paperwork when that could be a shadow clone.
My boy is spitting right here. I agree that Naruto literally can be anywhere, but he doesn't choose to. Wouldn't that make him low-key a bad father right next to Goku low-key? Nah, Goku was a good father in my opinion, but I'll explain in another video.
So they're assassinating his character to make Boruto's story more believable, and I don't agree with that.
Also, another thing is that Boruto is not a good anime in my opinion. I understand it's the peaceful times in the beginning, and that probably made me not like Boruto. Or maybe it's because we've been spoiled with Naruto Shippuden.
Secondly, in the Tournament of Power, I believe it shouldn't have been Goku and Frieza versus Jiren. I think it should have been Goku and Gohan. Something more at home. I understand the whole villain and hero teaming up, but we don't like Frieza. Stop giving Frieza points. Get him out of here.
I understand Gohan would have been cool next to Goku, but I like Frieza. I can be the only one who does.
Give me your best anime hot take.
I think Issei Hyodo is the best harem protagonist ever, simply because a lot of harems, they're just given to them and they just love them for no reason. But if you watch High School DxD, Issei has had to work for every single girl that loves him. He actually worked and earned it. So ironically, I think he's the best harem protagonist ever.
Outside of that, what sets him apart from other harem protagonists?
He has an actual reason why he doesn't choose or sleep with any of the ladies. All the other protagonists, you're just like, oh, why don't you do it? And they never never give an answer, he actually has an answer, which is the trauma that he dealt with in the very first episode, which he tells them. And it's something that is always throughout the anime if you're paying attention. So it's not only just a really good harem, but has a really good story outside of just that, and it has a really good reason for the protagonist and why he is who he is. Just simply by having a reason for who he is, good writing.
Should people watch High School DxD even though the fan service can get a little crazy?
Oh, definitely. Just the story is amazing. I wish we had more seasons. The story is amazing. It's very unique. It's a lot of lore to dive into. I highly recommend it for anybody.
High School DxD legit does have a really cool premise, the idea of a guy having the power to defeat not only God, but Satan. It has potential, but I will say that they literally do nothing with it. The series literally does nothing in my opinion. High School DxD is genuinely good story. The world building is complex, the MC isn't overpowered like everyone else. He won each girl over with hard work, and other characters also have light shed on their stories like Kiba, Akino, and Koneko. Nah, but let me say that the true harem king is Kenshi. Masaki has a whole school was after him, but let me know what you think in the comments.
Give me your best anime hot take.
AOT is horribly written, like, inarguably, like, the world building, trash. The character motivations, trash. Even just, like, the decisions they make, trash. Everything can be boiled down to because.
Why do you have that take about Attack on Titan where so many people feel like it's, like, up there in their top 3?
All right, so let's start with world building. Compressed air, ridiculously complicated to do. They don't even have electricity. They're still using candles and shit. That doesn't make any sense. On top of
He said they still using candles. This made me laugh so much. Didn't even think of that.
that, to make compressed air work, you need rubber. They don't have rubber. Let's see, they have rifled guns, but they don't use rifled cannons.
Wait a minute, he cooking right now.
They've been at it for 100 years, and they still haven't thought about, like, armor-piercing rounds for the Titan. Just that baseline alone, like, world-building scale. You have, like, Lord of the Rings, where somebody spent 10,000 pages building a backstory with new languages. Like, everything connects and makes sense. And then the other side, you have Power Rangers. None of it makes sense. You're just there to see punchy good time. AOT is punchy good time.
AOT ending ruined the story for most people like me, and I agree that AOT is not that good of an anime, really. Because some minor details about the technology are not 100% realistic in an anime about giant man-eating monsters. It's a horrible show. I also understand that the compressed air thing was explained. It was stated in the show that the ODM gear uses ice burst stone to function, not compressed air, I believe. Another thing is that at the same time, if you don't pay attention for 30 seconds, you will definitely get lost in the show. Like, I need to go pee, bruh. I don't have the attention span, and you don't either. Talking about that compressed air thing, or whatever I had hated they be flying to fight. That crap reminds of that Call of Duty game that had us in the air fighting. I forgot which one that was, but I hated it. I don't care, that also made me dislike Attack on Titan as well, but let me know what you think in the comments.